Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra People of Goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you another update. Biafra Prime Minister sends a strong warning to Southeastern politicians and traditional rulers, those fools that don't represent their people. They're only after pleasing the Fulani Caliphate, enslaving their own people, marginalizing their own people, humiliating and killing their own people in their own land. The fools that don't have any say because they have sold themselves cheaply to the Fulanis, to the oppressors of their own people and themselves also. So Biafra Prime Minister said those criminals, politicians and traditional rulers who are now jumping up and shouting negotiation with Nigeria after sabotaging the Biafra liberation are warned never to speak again. Criminals everywhere in Dushi. These fools have never for once condemned the killings of Biafrans in Biafra land. But if it's to condemn Biafrans, condemn IPOB, condemn their own people, you see them granting interviews up and down. They have no right to speak for us. We have given them vote of no confidence. They don't represent us. So whatever they are saying it on their behalf, not on us, not on Biafrans. We don't know them. We have only one government, and that government is Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto government in homeland. And the Biafra Prime Minister is in charge. So these fools don't represent us. They don't represent us. So Biafrans, before I continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. So Biafrans, we must continue. Pay attention. We must continue with this very update. So what Biafra Prime Minister said, the earth is supported by the power of truth. It is the power of truth that makes the sun shine and the winds blow. Indeed, all things are rest upon truth. Those criminals, political stooges that surfacing, we are watching. We are watching them. The true time to deal with them is now. Those fools, those stooges don't represent Biafrans. So a world is enough for the wise. Criminal politicians from southern region of the contraption called Nigeria, you have been warned. Those who want Nigeria enablers in Biafra land, they have no right to speak for Biafrans. They represent only their stomach and their families, not Biafrans. They have sold us out enough. So Biafrans, we must continue. Pay attention as we continue and share as you listen. Biafra Prime Minister said announcement those criminals, politicians and the traditional rulers who are jumping up and shouting negotiation with Nigeria after sabotaging the Biafra liberation are warned never to speak again. The warning will not come again. This is the last warning. None of you have the mandate to speak for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or Biafrans. We will not have mercy at anyone negotiating anything from tonight. Biafra Republic government in exile remains the only legitimate entity to do that. Those idiots now taking center stage and shouting negotiations should stay away or you disappear. Biafrans are not joking, okay? So either you stay away or you disappear. Biafrans are not joking. This is not the era of Wazirike or the time of IPOB Nigeria. Okay, coming from Biafra Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, this is a very clear message to Southeast fools, those stooges that connived with their oppressors to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have no right to speak for Biafrans. These fools sabotage Biafra freedom. They have been sabotaging their own people. They connive with the oppressors to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And now they are running around shouting negotiation up and down. Are these people serious? Well, I'm very sure we have passed the stage of a negotiation. They should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on condition. The worst part is that these fools they don't have the guts, they don't have the balls to ask Fulani Caliphate how and why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and tortured him in Kenya for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. And when Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these fools did not say anything. Malami came out and said that he is waiting for Southeast stakeholders to say something, that he's waiting on them, knowing fully well that they have been bribed. And they didn't say anything. Do you see how the oppressors are pushing everything to their side? Malami came out and told the whole world, after Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that he is waiting on Southeast stakeholders to say something. That he's waiting on them. That once they say something, that these fools did not say anything. They didn't say anything. It was later on that some of them started crawling. Former governors started crawling out, releasing Nnamdi Kanu now, listening to court orders, obey court orders, and releasing Nnamdi Kanu. They started crawling out one after the other. What happened? Why didn't they come out when Malami said that he's waiting for Southeast stakeholders? Why didn't all of them say something then? Now they are gallivanting around, shouting negotiation up and down. Well, they have been warned. A word is enough for the wise. They can't continue sabotaging our freedom, sabotaging our Madike's unconditional release, doing everything to please the Fulanis, doing everything to stop sit at home. They can never succeed. It's either they listen or they will go on as asking, what they are not because all you deserve. A word is enough for the wise. Southeast fools don't represent us. They represent only their families. Like Biafra Prime Minister said, IPOB Nigeria, led by DOS criminals and Igbo politicians, are the greatest enemy in this Biafra liberation movement. Those fools don't have the interest of Biafrans at heart. All they care about is their own pocket. None of the criminals should be seen talking about Biafra restoration. Whatever they should not talk about Biafra restoration. They have been sabotaging it to the extent of conniving with the oppressors to kidnap our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So what right do they have to speak for Biafrans? They have never for once defended their own people, condemned the humiliation, the terrorism going on in their own land, the killing of their own people, the kidnapping of their own people, the humiliation on their own people, the intimidation and the marginalization. These fools have not for once condemned it. Rather, you see them granting interviews up and down. Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. Sit at home this, sit at home that. Biafrans are sitting at home willingly, in solidarity with our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but they want Biafrans to stop sitting at home without listening to the request of Biafrans. And now they are jumping up and down. Up and down. Grant our interview, negotiation up and down. Were they not the one that connived? Were they not the ones that connived with zoo terrorists, DSS, and their master pretend to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Were they not complicit in his kidnap? And they have been sabotaging his release. Mad people everywhere. The oppressors will use them and still push the blame to them, to the whole world. They are innocent. They proscribed the IPOB. They denied it until one of the Fulani Caliphate came out and said, Southeast, they proscribed IPOB. Those are fools. They are rebellion. Now they are jumping up and down. A word is enough for the wise. Too much. Now they have sabotaged us enough. These fools they have really dealt with their own people just to please their Fulani masters. Where is the Nyanwodo that said before you kill any Fulani man, you first of all kill him? Where is he? He is no longer relevant to the Fulani. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. The worst part is that these fools don't learn. They don't learn from the mistake of other saboteurs. There is nothing you will ever do to please the Fulanis. So there is no need trying to please them in any way. Follow them with the same iron hand they are following you with. But these fools, you see them, you see traditional rulers sitting down on the floor like malams. And the Fulanis will be sitting. These fools, you see, calling themselves Southeast the traditional rulers and the governors. They have sold themselves cheaply to the Fulanis. They don't want to learn, or they refuse to learn from the mistake of other saboteurs in the past. They are doing everything to please the Fulanis against their own people. Well, Biafra Prime Minister have sent the message. Those fools don't represent us. If they don't stop, Can they put online it? Hey, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. You can't deny not knowing what these Eflefus have done or how they have dealt with their people. So those criminal politicians and traditional rulers, they don't represent us. Those of them running around to please the Fulanese don't represent Biafrans who have given them vote of no confidence. So the message is very clear. Those of them jumping and shouting negotiation with Nigeria after sabotaging the Biafra liberation are warned never to speak again. And this warning will not come again. We all know that Biafra Prime Minister is talking since now since. And the Biafrans have been waiting for a day that they will start being dealt with. The day I gave him Biafrans can't wait. Biafrans have been complaining about it, that it's time to go after these fools, sabotaging our freedom. So if they don't listen to this very warning from Biafra Prime Minister, we're fighting for our freedom, and these stooges, these fools are one side, sabotaging it. You will see Peter Mba killing his own people to please the Fulanese. You see Solodo, Ifanyoba killing his own people to please the Fulanese. How many of the Fulani governors are doing anything to please them? None. They only bring them close to get information. They don't bring them close to the Fulanese don't bring those Southeast fools, those stooges, close to their own affairs. It's only to get information, how to kill their own people, how to kidnap their own people, how to humiliate and marginalize their own people. That's the only reason they always bring them close. But they don't bring them close to their own affairs. How many Fulani Caliphate are doing anything to please those fools? None. They are rebelling. So that is it, Biafrans. I'll stop here. Biafra Prime Minister sent a serious warning to Southeast fools, traditional rulers and politicians not to speak. They have no right to speak for Biafrans. We have given them vote of no confidence. They don't represent us. So they should stop shouting up and down negotiation. So that is it, dear friends. I will stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. And please tune in once you get notification. Thank you.